Good morning. Good morning. Another one of those beautiful days for a walk. Has your spirit ever felt like a raging river? Like a river that is just absolutely just rushing and passing by everything that you can't even see the shoreline anymore? That's called a rushing river. And the opposite of that is peace like a river. A river that is still and quiet, beautifully serene, wonderful in peace, and you can really see beyond what you can imagine because you're not flying past it. Sometimes the rushing river feels like going down Denver in Colorado and rushing down the rapids. You ever go on a raft trip that has it really puts you into a real excitement of the moment. But boy, if your life is like that, it becomes even more difficult. So I got a challenge for you today, because the waves that wave up in our life and the winds that blow us around in the storm are representative of a stormy, rushing river. And our lives should not be like that. Our lives need to be really a still, quiet water. But how do you get from a rushing water and waves and rapids when you're living life fast and aggressive into a life that has stillness and quietness and peace and balance and joy and just a tranquil feeling, a peaceful feeling? How do you do that? Well, the disciples had that same problem. They went out in a calm, quiet, beautiful lake, and suddenly the waves came up. Suddenly the wind started to blow, and they were freaking out. Have you ever freaked out in life? Have you ever felt like, oh my God, I'm never going to get a hold of this. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to control this. Have you ever felt that way? Well, what they didn't really come to know for a few minutes of that fear and anxiety was God was right there with them. Right there with them. And as he was then given attention, he stood up and he said these words: quiet, be still. Now, I don't know if he shouted that, because he surely wouldn't have to shout to get himself heard, or that he whispered it. But I want you to do this as a challenge for your day and for your life and for your raging river when it rises up, or your lake or ocean that begins to blow up waves and winds and storms. I want you to stand up. Literally, I want you to stand up. And I want you to say out loud, quiet, be still. I want you to speak to your soul, your mind, your body, your spirit with those words that Jesus was able to calm the physical waves and winds that were around the boat they were in, but also the lives of each disciple that was with him, of their fears and their anxieties and their doubts and their trepidation. For you and I, we need to hear those words. And sometimes you got to shout them, and sometimes you can just whisper them, and sometimes you just can meditate on them. But that little tiny 3 words can really give you a powerful impact of awareness, especially if you're connected to the Spirit of God within you. And say, quiet, be still. So if your body, if your mind, if your soul, if your spirit is raging in a storm, use those words. Quiet, be still. And watch your peace like a river come to pass. Watch your still, quiet waters, like our Psalms 23 talks about, and enjoy the ride in the journey of life, rather than the rapids of what life tries to toss with its waves and winds. Have a beautiful, quiet, and still day. See you tomorrow. Remember to share. Remember to continue to share. And remember to give me your comments. Tell me about your quietness and still waters and enjoyment of the beauty of this day and every day of our life. Have a beautiful day.